Good morning, sir.
Morning, everybody. Morning.
Good morning,
Okay,
sir.
good morning. So let's begin. Any doubts so far? So, all right, we are going on to chapter number 3 now. That is flotation. That will form the very basic norm of our calculations. So, in flotation, let me start with the very basic first. So, flotation. This is chapter 3 we are doing now. So, please remember in flotation, displacement is underwater volume into density in which she is floating. That is primary, the first one. Underwater volume of whatever shape it is. So, whatever shape you have, the underwater volume of that. Underwater volume will be equal to underwater area of cross section multiplied by the length. That will give you the underwater volume. The underwater area multiplied by the length. If a vessel is having a displacement of 50,000 metric tons salt water, now from salt water when she goes to fresh water, her displacement in fresh water will not change. Her displacement in fresh water will again be equal to 50,000 metric tons. The weight does not change. The displacement remains the same. What changes is the underwater volume and therefore the draft. Change occurs in underwater volume and the draft. The displacement remains constant. Now, keeping this view in mind, then let us try to go on to our questions. So, I'm coming on to the solved example. I'm on example number 3. A homogeneous log of square cross section has a side of 0.5 meter. So RD of the log is 0.8 and the side of the log is 0.5 meters of square cross section. Square is of 0.5 and we have to find the draft in density 1.02, assuming that the log will float with one face horizontal. So if this be the log, this is a log and this is 0.5 meters, this is also 0.5 meters square and she is floating in water like this is the draft which we have to find. This is the length of the log. L is the length of the log. We have to find out the draft. Now, the basic principle is that weight of the log is equal to the weight of water displaced by it. The weight of the log is equal to the weight of the water displaced by it. Weight of the log is volume of the log into the RD of the log. Weight of water displaced by it is the underwater volume into density of the water. Volume of the log will be length into breadth into height. So length into breadth into height. This is the volume of the log into RD of the log 0.8. This is equal to underwater volume, that is length into breadth into the draft into the density in which she is floating. Length cancels, solve for draft. 5 also cancels. 1.5 cancels. Solve for draft. Point. सबका सेम आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt in
Yes,
any
sir.
doubt this question? Any doubt? This is the basic principle of flotation, that whatever is the weight or displacement of the vessel, that is equal to the weight of the water shield displace. And the weight of the water shield displace will be the underwater volume multiplied by the density. So we are using the principles of flotation or the laws of flotation here. Okay, is that okay?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So let's go to example 4 says a hollow plastic cylinder of 1 meter diameter and 10 meter length. So it's a hollow plastic cylinder. So cylinder, this is the hollow plastic cylinder whose diameter is 1 meter. So radius will become 0.5 meters. Radius is 0.5 meters. Length of this is 10 meters. And she floats in fresh water at a draft of 0.2 meters. She floats at this draft. So this draft is 0.2 meters. This is the draft at which she floats. So therefore, the portion which is above is 0.3 because the radius is 0.5. So ये 0.2 नीचे चला गया, तो ये 0.3 बच गया.
Yes, sir.
Please mute yourselves. So therefore, I need to find out. The question is saying floats at a draft of 0.2 meters with its axis horizontal. का क्या मतलब होता है? Axis horizontal का मतलब है ये पाइप ऐसे जा रही है. This is the axis of it. Axis vertical मतलब ये ऐसे float कर रहा होता. वो तो ऐसे गिर जाता. तो ये axis horizontal है. This is like this. We have to find out the mass. That means the weight. उसके बाद. So mass निकालना है. Now basically we'll have to form to find out this thing. The underwater shape is this. So so we'll have to give some names now. So let us give some names. Let us draw these radiuses. Let's give some names: O, B, and C. Let's call this as D. So in this particular thing, OA is equal to OB is equal to OC because it is the radius. Is this okay with everybody? O
Yes, sir.
is equal to OB is equal to OC is equal to 0.5 meters. The radius. This is the radius, right?
Yes, sir.
CD is 0.2. So OD is 0.3. So OD becomes 0.3. Now I'm taking triangle ODB. I have to find out DB. So DB square, Pythagoras theorem, is equal to 0.5 square minus 0.3 square. Is this okay with everybody?
Yes, sir.
All right. So find out DB.
Sir, point.
So DB is 0.4. So now I am looking at BOD. Okay, now I'm looking at BOD. And basically, I'm interested in angle BOD. My idea, what I want to do is basically, I want to find out the area of the triangle AOB. I want to find out the area of the triangle AOB. And then I want to find out the area of the segment ABC. And from that, I want to calculate basically. So if I have the area, I am interested in the underwater area basically, because therefore I'll get the underwater volume. So I am interested in the underwater area. Which will be the best way to find that? The underwater area. Anybody in the class?
सर सर्कल के एरिया से सेगमेंट का एरिया माइनस करके.
सर्कल के एरिया से सेगमेंट एरिया माइनस करके. That's absolutely right. तो सर्कल का एरिया कैसे निकालूंगा मैं?
वो तो पाई आर स्क्वायर हो ही जाएगा.
वो तो
पाई
पूरे
Pi r square, sir.
वो तो पूरे सर्कल का आ जाएगा. Am I interested in पूरा सर्कल?
No, sir. 1/2 pi r square.
1/2 pi r square. उसके बाद
सर्कल का डिवाइड बाय 2 कर देंगे.
पूरे सर्कल का डिवाइड बाय 2 कर दिया तो द एरिया ऑफ सेमी सर्कल आ जाएगा.
Yes, sir.
उसके बाद
सर एरिया ऑफ द ट्रायंगल निकाल लेंगे.
करेक्ट. सो बेसिकली एरिया ऑफ ट्रायंगल निकाल लेंगे. एंड उस एरिया को किससे माइनस करेंगे?
Area of semicircle, sir.
सेमीसर्कल
एरिया सेमी सर्कल से माइनस करो
नहीं
तो
होगा।
तो इसका क्या होगा, इस
वो
एरिया का
दोनों
क्या होगा?
मिलकर।
ये भी तो एरियाज हैं। तो बेसिकली मुझे चाहिए एरिया ऑफ ए ओ बी। ये अगर मुझे एरिया मिल जाए ऑफ दिस क्वाड्रेंट शेप ए ओ बी सी, और उसमें से मैं ट्रायंगल ए ओ बी को माइनस कर दूं, तो मेरे को मिल जाएगा एरिया ऑफ ए सी बी या ए बी सी। एग्रीड?
यस सर
So what I'm interested in is basically area AOBC minus area triangle AOB will give me area ACB, and which is what I want eventually, because that will give me my underwater volume. Agreed?
यस सर
Area of AOB I can find out because I've got the various values with me. So area of AOB, let's find out. Chalo, that is, since that is easier to handle. Area of AOB will be half into base, that is 0.8, into height 0.3. This is the area of triangle.
0.12.
How much? 0.12. So this is my area of the triangle. Now I'm interested in area of AOBC. इसका area कैसे निकले? So area of AOBC basically will be found out by a ratio. So the ratio is what will give me the area of AOBC. It's a part of the circle. So AOBC upon area of the complete circle will be equal to the angle AOB divided by the angle of the whole, which is 360 degrees. Which property am I using? AOBC, the shape, is a part of the complete circle. So it's similar to that. So the areas are similar in the same ratio as the angles. So area of AOB divided by the area of complete circle, which I know is pi r square, will be equal to the angle A which AOB makes divided by 360. So area of AOB is what I am interested in, will be equal to area of the circle pi r square into angle AOB divided by 360. Okay. Now let us figure on AOB. So
सर ये रेशियो एक बार फिर समझा दिए.
AOB is a part of the circle. So the ratio of the areas will be directly proportional to the ratio of the angles that they subtend at the center, the arc which they subtend. So the ratio of the area of AOB is going to be proportionate to the area of the whole circle.
Sir, angle should be at the center only.
Angle is at the center only. So the angle AOB, the ratio of that angle to the area AOB will be equal to the angle at the center 360 upon the area of the whole thing. Let me explain it in another manner. Area of a quadrant AOB divided by angle which is AOB is equal to the area of the circle divided by the angle of the circle 360. ये समझ आ गया? The ratios of the two are going to be equal. So what I have done over here is basically इसको इधर ले लिया. That's all I have done. The ratios are the same. ठीक है? Is that okay? Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now I am looking at basically the angle AOB is twice of angle BOD. AOB is twice of BOD.
Yes, sir.
I am interested in finding out angle BOD. Sine of angle BOD, this is a right angle triangle. Sine of this angle will be equal to perpendicular over hypotenuse will be equal to 0.4 divided by 0.5 is equal to 0.8 is equal to agreed or no? ये समझ आया कि नहीं?
यस सर
Okay. So I am getting at this angle basically. So BOD, this angle is perpendicular, that is BD, upon OB. So 0.4 divided by 0.5 is equal to 0.8. Therefore, angle AOB angle will be twice of 0.8 is equal to 1.6.
सर एंगल बीओडी को इन्वर्स नहीं करेंगे क्या?
एंगल BOD को इन्वर्स नहीं करेंगे.
Sin BOD is equal to 0.8 आया ना सर?
तो वही निकाला ना मैंने.
Sir, but this is not an angle. This is
What is not an angle?
Angle BOD will be sin inverse of 0.8.
Okay, okay. Sin BOD is 0.8. यहाँ तक okay है?
Yes sir.
Okay. Can you now find out BOD for me?
Yes sir. Sin inverse 0.8.
Yeah. So, वो क्या वैल्यू आती है? 83.130. This will be so many degrees.
Yes sir.
Okay. This is the angle BOD. I am interested in angle AOB. That will be twice of 53.130.
Yes sir.
So angle AOB is how much?
106.26 degree.
106.26 degrees. This is the angle which is subtended at the center, 106 degrees. So put this in this formula, pi into 0.5 square into 106.26 degrees over 360 degrees. This will give you the area of the segment AOBC. 0.232 meter square is the area of the segment AOBC. From AOBC, I subtract the area of the triangle. So 0.232 minus the area of the triangle 0.12 will give me area of ACB.
So 0.112.
So many meter square is the area of ACB. This is my underwater area. So now, having found that, find out the underwater volume will be underwater area ACB into the length. So 0.112 into the length, which is given as
10 meter.
10
so 1 meter cube. And therefore now find out the mass, that is volume into the density she is floating in.
Sir 1.12 tons.
So mass will be 1.12 multiplied by 1.0 is equal to 1.12 tons. That is the mass of the cylinder.
Sir, pi into 0.5 square into 106.
Pi ko you take it as 22 by 7.
Yes, sir.
Take that into 0.5 square
0.5. Yes, sir.
into 106.26 divided by 360.
Divided by 260. Multiply 7 360 into 7. Into 7, sir. 7 से multiply हो जाएगा 360 से.
Okay.
Sir, 11.3639.
Divided by 7 divided by 360.
Yes, sir.
Divided by 7 divided by 360. Is that okay with everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Let's go to sample 5 says a cylindrical drum of radius 40 centimeters, height 2 meters, weighs 200 kilos. Lead pellets are put into it until it floats with its axis vertical. So we are now talking about vertical axis. This is the vertical axis and at a draft of 1.4 meters in salt water. So draft is 1.4 meters in salt water. This is 0.4 meters. Total height is 2 meters. The W is 200 kilos. इसमें हमने lead pellets डाला. Find the mass of lead pellets in it in kilograms. So I need to find out the. So basically light ship है. उसमें मैंने lead pellets डाल दिए, कुछ cargo डाल दिया. So I put some lead pellets inside it. These are the lead pellets, which will now make this into a loaded ship. And now this floats like this, axis vertical. I have to find out the how much did I put inside. So basically I find out the loaded ship displacement. From that I subtract the light ship displacement. I will get the mass of the lead. That is the basic fundamental that which I am going to follow. So what is my mass of the cylinder, the lightship, that is 200 divided by 1000, that is 0.2 tons is the mass of the cylinder. Now, what is the underwater volume? Is pi r square d, where d is the draft. So pi into 0.4 square into 1.4 is the underwater volume. Therefore, the displacement total will be pi into 0.4 square into 1.4 into the density in which she is floating, 1.05. So this will be the total tons, which will be the W total, the mass of the drum and the lead.
So 0.
0. This is the total mass of the cylinder plus the lead in it. And the mass of the cylinder alone is so much. So therefore, the weight of the lead is equal to weight total minus weight of the cylinder, or mass of lead is equal to mass total minus mass. So 0.721 minus 0.2 tons. This is the total mass of lead pellets that has been loaded in it, which is equal to 521 kilos. And if you go further in decimal, then if you go longer in decimal, then so many kilos. So what I want you to do is, please take down your homework from exercise 3. I want you to do question 1 to 6. You should be able to do questions 1 to 6. Please do question number 1 to 6.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And please finish off all the backlog if you've got pending, which you've got created. Please finish it over the weekend so that you don't keep anything pending for next week. All right? All right. Okay. See you then. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.